Today we get the opportunity to play one of my favorite cards from Streets of New Capenna. We are talking about Arcane Bombardment. And not just any Bombardment deck, we are going to be playing a MARDU Bombardment deck because I think MARDU has some of the best instant and sorcery speeds that go well with this card. Things that allow us to draw and discard frequently to fill up our graveyard. We've also got some really great top end with the Invoke Despair to just constantly spam in our opponent's face for the win. We've also got a little bit of toxicity in this deck where we're going to be running Smashing Success, and let me tell you guys, we were able to reoccur this card over and over to basically become a land destruction deck, which is pretty phenomenal. And lastly, we have a contingency win con in Professor Onyx, which I thought plays extremely well with the Bombardment game plan, seeing its Magecraft ability, you know, dealing to 2 life, gaining to 2 life and whatnot. But this deck was so much fun, and I think it's actually fairly powerful, and I think you're going to really enjoy this one. But if you guys want a full deck breakdown, stick around to the end of the video for that. In the meantime, there's a deck list down below in the links in the description. And if you guys liking content just like this, don't forget to hit that like button as well as the subscribe button. They're 2 free ways to help grow and support the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. With that being said, enjoy the games, guys. We'll see you back here at the end. Peace. Be sure to check out the new Swayze shop that just went live. Get yourself a really cool community-inspired t-shirt, all while helping support the channel. Links to the shop will be down below in the description. And with that being said, enjoy the games. Peace. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be exploring the Bombardment again. We've only done one video ever with the Bombardment, and I felt like it was such a good card that I can't believe I haven't tried it again. And that's what we're going to be doing today, man. We're going to be trying it out. We're going to see if we can get some really good plays building off of it and some memes going, as you would say. Let's see. So we got a pretty decent hand here just because we have the Cathartic Pyre. We can actually, you know, throw away 2 cards and draw 2 cards as well. So I think we can keep this even though we only have a 2 land hand. So let's get it rolling. That gosh darn dragon, man. Always flying in front of my screen. Love that we drew a white source there. Makes my life a lot easier. Takes away the gambling aspect of needing the Cathartic Pyre. Especially because we're against Izzet here, so Jawari Disruption is very likely. It's very likely. Well, they have something at 2 mana instant speed. Definitely not a Jawari because it wouldn't be holding priority right now. Magma Opus, got it. All right, well that opens the door for this. I think that's a safe bet to throw away, as well as the Revitalize here. Vanishing Verse I'm keeping because you guys might be wondering what that's all about, but I'm gonna keep it because of a Goldspan Dragon. We're gonna hard focus the Goldspan Dragon. Like as soon as it hits the field, we're taking that thing out. No ifs, ands, or buts. Drawing a lot of land now. We took a 2 land hand and now we've got a lot of land. Maybe I should have thrown away a land there and kept the Revitalize. Big score. Drops a burn down the house. Pretty safe bet, and they were right. Don't need that. Unless you want to get aggressive, of course, but if you can't tell, I'm sounding a little stuffy today. Woke up all stuffed up. What do we got? You got the Goldspan? Let's see it. I know you have it. I know you have it. You're running the classic Izzet, so it's got to be in there. And at this point, you know, you've drawn so many cards. Oh, wow. Another big score. Okay. Another big score. I think they're wanting to save their treasures as best they can here, so when they do play the Goldspan, they'll have infinite mana. I played the red there because we have the double red that we need for the Bombardment, but maybe I should have prioritized the white source there just in case we had to double up on the Vanishing Verse. My apologies. But they're still going with the Expressive Iteration, which means they're still digging for their answers here. I don't think they're going to have any enchantment. They're They're not gonna have any enchantment destruction, so I think the bombardment's pretty safe. I think bombardment is pretty safe. I don't think blue and red have destruction of enchantments that they can play. I'm sure they do. It's just I've never seen anyone running it. I know if you add white, then I might get a little scared of rip apart and things like that, but I think we'll be all right. They're on a bombardment deck as well. Would you look at that? Well, my bombardment deck has better answers, I think, than yours does for the bombardment mirror matchup. So I'm liking our odds here. All right, Vanishing Verse should hit here, unless they got counter magic. Oh, it's gone. Love that. Love that. Now the question becomes: do we want to throw out our own bombardment here, or do we want to wait and hold our Vanishing Verse for another bombardment of theirs? I think I kind of want to play mine out, just get it going here, because again, I'm not too particularly scared of any sort of removal that they may have. I think we win in that department. I think that's advantage us. I really was expecting the gold span, but you know what? Vanishing Verse works just as good, I suppose. On the bombardment, I mean. All right, Celestis, not a problem. That's a good sign. Anything else that I don't mind playing? By the way, we made it to Diamond the other day really nicely with our MARDU build. If you guys haven't seen the MARDU sacrifice list recently, that thing is phenomenal. Go take a look, man. It was so good. Like we got to Diamond so easily. All right, we're gonna create 3, and then I may use it to get to Mythic here, you know, faster this month than normal. All right, so now we're gaining life every single time we play a spell, which is phenomenal, and we're drawing a card. So good. Revitalize in this deck was so clutch because I didn't have it in this deck at first. We only played one single game, but I didn't have it in there. We lost because I had some other nonsense in here that I was trying to make Fracture work and stuff like that. Just playing different cards, but Revitalize definitely a much better answer because it just gains us life in those tough matchups. All right, Bombardment's gone. I get to Revitalize again, which is so good. And we pull the Vanishing Verse, so you're never going to resolve a Bombardment again. Creative Outburst, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Top 5 cards of their deck and they get to pull something out. Not bad. Did I revitalize? I feel like I didn't revitalize. Wait, did I draw this just now with the revitalize? I can't even remember. I was so focused on what sort of triggers they were happening over on that side. But we got a big score, by the way, so that'll help just kind of activate the old Bombardment. Get in there, Devils. Let's see what we got. See if they got any sort of interactions here, but I doubt it. I mean, 2 little 1/1 Devils, you're just probably going to let live no matter what. Let's discard another big score. Could need the Hagra Mauling because there's a chance that they still have that Goldspan Dragon. We'll see. All right, we revitalize, we big score again. Oh, and we get to invoke despair, our win con. Yeah, not looking good for our friend here. We're gonna end our turn because we do want the Invoke Despair to trigger the Bombardment, and we don't really want to eat all of our treasures just to do that. I think it's fine to just hold up for a second. Plus, it's a great answer for another Bombardment, right? So, yeah, if you're gonna go Izzet with Bombardment, you just miss out on a lot of tools, unfortunately. You miss out on a lot of really great things that either Grixis or, you know, MARDU can offer. In my opinion, obviously, I run 3-color decks like every day. It's not exactly the most efficient way to play Magic in most cases. You know, 2 colors usually does the trick, but Izzet right now is just not in as good of a spot as it used to be. It used to be the bee's knees. You used to not be able to play on the ladder without running into it. But lately it hasn't been as good. All right, we're gonna discard 2 cards here. I just want to get another Bombardment trigger, to be honest. The more spells we can get onto the Bombardment, the better. That's fine. If that's your big play, I'll take it. Yes, draw. Yes, draw. Decline. Draw a card. Big score. Big score. And we discard 2 cards. Draw 2. Very nice. Oh, and we get a smashing success. Oh, that should be fun. That should be pretty fun. I really want to do it, but obviously the smart play here. It's an instant speed, so actually we could do it on their next turn here. We'll just revitalize. I'm gonna decline the rest. I don't really need to keep going with the card draw here. It's a little bit excessive. And we get checked for traps. Wow. Let's see what's in their hand. Shall we? Yeah, I don't need to see that. I mean, the counter spells is whatever because we have so much, so many plays in the graveyard right now. Doom Scars can go, and we might be drawing too many cards. We might want to chill out on the card draw, huh? We might want to chill out on the card draw. I have a second Bombardment too. Might want to get that going. We'll see. All right, this is nice. They're going to get rid of one of their counter spells because they really want to get a Bombardment, which I don't blame them. But I mean, even if you get a Bombardment, I don't know how they're still hanging around, if I'm being honest, because even if you get another Bombardment, like, what do? Like, it's not enough. All right, smashing success. By the way, guys, I don't know if you're having this issue or not, but I've been having this issue with the Arena client's audio interface. It just the sound effects of the cards, you know, blowing things up or attacking, the sounds start to fade away as the games progress. Like the more games I play, it's so strange. It's just something weird going on with the client, and it used to do that less and less, and it's just getting worse and worse as the days progress. So I may just uninstall the game and reinstall it, but I won't be able to do that until tonight when I'm done streaming all of these videos today. But yeah, it makes me have to, like, I have to reset the game, just closing it out, reopening it to get the audio back. It's kind of weird. But it looks like our opponent's probably gonna salty rope us, which is really cool. But I did add new emotes over here, so let's go and give him some of that. I'm so happy. I've had these Zendikar emotes forever, but for whatever reason, every time I attach them to my profile, I go back in and then this scroll bar is gone and they're not there anymore. So every time I relog in or whatever, or reclose my game out and open it. So I'm glad that they're sticking this time, because I wanna emote at people that are being salty like this. Anyways, we'll just go ahead and make an edit here because it clearly looks like they're just gonna salt their way to the end. We'll see on the other side. All right, we're back temporarily. Nice, we get another check for traps. Love that. Decline the rest of these. Revitalize, bang, bang. Check for traps, you're gone. Smashing success. And my turn. And here comes the final roping, where our opponent's head shall explode. So again, We'll see you on the other side, guys. Sorry. All right, GG's. Thanks a lot for the old rope. It wouldn't be a Swayze video without somebody salty and trying to rope us. But on to the next one. All right, I went ahead and reset my game. Hopefully the audio issues are, not gonna pop up every single game. Usually, like I said, it takes a few games for it to happen, but that one was our first game and we are having audio issues already. So I really hope I don't have to keep resetting. Good game though. I mean, we cleaned up pretty good there, and it was a good kind of matchup for us though. A mirror matchup when they didn't have removal for our bombardment. All right, this hand is doable because we have the cathartic pyre. Obviously, we have the doom scarf we need. Okay, this is fair. I like this. I like this, and we also have the smashing success, which is such a troll card I added to this deck, but so much fun. Could really screw up our opponent too. I ran into somebody playing a deck and they had just splashed in a couple of these, and it wasn't a destruction deck at all, and they hit me with one, and I was like, wait a minute, that really just screwed up my whole game. Like, I was 1 mana away from like casting my next spell that I needed, and I couldn't find that like 5th land drop, and it was horrible. It looks like a mono red deck, so the Doomscar is definitely going to be relevant. All of this might be relevant. Easy removal there. Let's try to stick to just removing things fast and concisely. All right, we're gonna foretell this. We don't have another play. Smashing success on the Den of the Bugbear feels like a pretty darn good play. I wonder what kind of deck this is though. Obviously modified is something they're focused on, so we got to worry about the Raiju. That's a pretty big creature. There it is, and we don't have an instant answer for it like the last creature, so we're gonna Doomscar hopefully at some point, but right now I don't think we have the luxury of worrying about that. I think I'm going to I think I'm gonna big score over the smashing success here because I need the treasures just in case that they start getting going with the just the board state and getting wild with the going wide. So they're sticking to a Gruul base here. We're taking 5. Yikes. All right, big score it is. All right, we get 2 lands, a white source, which is super helpful. Ooh, and invoke the spare. I don't mind if I do. It's a great way to remove the Raiju. I do have to worry though about the Den of the Bugbear coming down and doing some stuff. Check for traps could be fun here. Might want to do that actually. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll have 6 lands the follow-up turn. Or we can wait. Yeah, let's wait in bombardment next turn because we can bombardment. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, and then we'll have 1 land. Nope, I should have done check for traps. I did the math on that wrong. I was gonna say we can bombardment and check for traps next turn, and then it would trigger the arcane ability, but nope, we're 1 mana shy. That was a mistake on my end. No worries. Raiju comes in again. Oh, check for traps would have been the move. Getting out of their hand would have been so nice. Now we're actually staring down the barrel of a lethal. Love that off the top because now I can safely Doomscar this, and then if they activate the Den of the Bugbear, we have a way to answer. We already had a way to answer with the smashing success, but I like the cheaper cathartic pyre here. Actually, we may not. Oh no, yeah, I like the cheaper cathartic, I think. I just don't know if we're gonna have another target for smashing, or another we might have a lot more targets with the cathartic pyre coming out of their hand, so we may want to use the smashing success. We'll see. Nothing else, huh? All right, let's kill it. Okay, that's fine. I'm chilling with that play. All right, let's man, I just know there's like no good times to play this, huh? Because now we have nothing to go into their hand to find up. So in that case, we play the Hagra Mauling, and then we look to blow up their land with Smashing Success. That seems fine. I can't afford to take any more damage. I gotta play super safe, super conservative, because we're at 7 life, and without a Revitalize in the yard, it's not looking good. If they drew another Snakeskin Veil here, I'm gonna be so upset. That would have been wild. All right, they do have instant speed magic though, which is not good. So let's go ahead and check that out. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, we big score every turn. Seems like a good idea to me. Oh, it's a land. Why were they holding? It seemed like they were holding priority there for a second. Don't know why that would be. All right, we are looking for Revitalize though, man. That would be really great. Obviously, hitting an Invoke Despair every turn would be pretty bonkers too. That's the whole goal of the deck, man. The Bombardment pulls an Invoke Despair. We just keep repeating it over and over again. It becomes a slaughter at that point. All right, so this is a 5/5 elemental. If damage would be dealt, prevent that damage and remove that many 1/1 counters. Deals that much damage to target. That's really cool. That's actually really cool. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Now we've got a really good group of cards rolling through the deck here. We're smashing success every single turn. Seems pretty good to me. And we're not dealing damage to the elemental, so it's a perfect removal tool. And we end the turn, and we revitalize on the next turn, gaining life. Oh, that would have been amazing to just smashing success a land away every single turn. That's the idea, dude. That's so good. GG. I love it when you just have some, you know, some really good answers that come up when you need them. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact we're able to sack when we need to sack instead of actually killing and dealing damage. It's so nice. It's so nice when it goes right. It's rare. It's very rare. All right. This hand is doable. This actually makes it a lot better. All right. This person has a funny name. All right, we got Doomscar. Very helpful when you see red come down. Oh yeah, Doomscar, very helpful here. All right, we're gonna hold the Cathartic Pyre as a potential answer to whatever hits the field here. Okay, nope. We're just gonna go ahead and discard and draw. Boom, boom. Smashing success. All right. I think I'm just gonna go here and then look to foretell the doom. Say go. Revitalize. We can't even play burn down the house yet. Smashing success seems so fun right here, but I think I'm gonna prioritize the big score, because if I draw into a bombardment, I can play it right away. Why have they not played anything yet? That's really concerning. All right, come on, bombardment. All right, it's fine. We're gonna go take a look. Let's take a look ski. Yeah, I figured it was gonna have a Velomachus in there. Velomachus is 7-drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5, 6. I like our odds of getting rid of the Velo. Excuse me. I like the odds of getting rid of Velomachus Lorehold a little easier than the Sanctuary Warden, just because it has the shield counter, plus the shield, the Sanctuary Warden could have come down this turn, and we can at least put them off of the Velomachus for another turn or two. So I like the situation we're in currently. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. All right, let's revitalize, hopefully hitting something decent. Nope, did not hit anything decent. Ouch. Well, we got a lot of land. We got a lot of land. Get in there with the devils, and we're begging and hoping for a bombardment off the top here soon. They are one play away from a Velomachus, so all right, voltage surge. That one damage is still gonna hit them in the face. Excuse me guys, man, my freaking nose, man. Wish I could just replace my nose. That's fine. If they want to just keep using a ton of removal on each of these little 1/1s, like, so be it. I'm all about it. And here comes Velomachus, but we do have Doomscar, so we will Doomscar the board. Couple Angel Fire Ignitions are annoying. What else is annoying? I don't know, this flood that we're currently seeing. All right, wish me luck. Gonna need a lot of it. Gonna need a lot of this thing called luck. The flood is real, that's for sure. Angel Fire Ignition, they get the treasure. Well played, well played. I mean, it is what it is. If we lose this game, not my fault. Not my fault at all. We're almost halfway through our deck, haven't seen one bombardment. Why do I keep clicking that? I'm trying to click this. Need a bomb, like, let's see. Invoke Despair, beautiful card. Revitalize would help. Cathartic Pyre, big score. Bombardment. Almost every card in our deck except for Check for Traps and Smashing Success would work. But instead we just take the beat down because we just kept drawing lands. It happens. It happens. Unfortunately, part of Magic. But on to the next one. Well, nothing we can do there. Unfortunately, just draws just were not happening for us, but it's all good. It's funny, at the beginning of that match I said it's nice that we're getting everything we need when we need it, but I knew it wasn't going to last very long. I knew it would be short-lived. All right, we get to go first. I mean, we can keep it, but there's nothing till turn 4, which is a little scary, but it's nice to have everything we need in our hand ready to go that we need in the late game, like the bombardment and the invoke. Big score gets us to the bombardment early too, so it's a little tempting to have, you know, kept this hand. Let's see if we can make it though. We'll need to definitely find a 4th land drop in order for this to work. And the opponent is running Grixis Sleeves with the mono white deck so far, so not sure what the heck's going on here. Let's find out. Dude, what is with this Boros deck we keep seeing? I feel like I've seen this a lot lately. This Reanimator Boros deck. All right, that's unfortunate. The Smashing Success might actually be relevant to slowing down their game. All right, we do hit our land drop, which is nice. Can't revitalize this turn though, which is unfortunate. Smashing Success though could be good to slowing down the pace of what they're trying to do. All right, we're gonna big score here. Gonna big score here. But yeah, if I'm not mistaken, this is like the CGB build. It's basically going to try to play the Warden and the Velomachus Lorehold. So what's nice though is if we big score here and we do find a land, we can actually bombardment into a revitalize right away, and then hopefully if we can hit a Smashing Success, we can start taking advantage every turn of destroying one of their lands, which would be so beyond good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8. Yeah, so we'll have enough. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we will have enough. Let's hope for a land here off the top. We get 3 shots at it. 2 cards here. Nice, we got it. Beautiful. Vanishing verse 2 though, that's nice. Maybe that's the move instead of revitalize, because we can get rid of the 2/2 and they can't get any treasures, which we would really like to see them not get any treasures, because it's just going to help them pump up to their bigger spells. Once they get the Sanctuary Warden down, or, you know, the Velomachus Lorehold, that's when we start to get in trouble. So if we could just keep those off the field longer, the better off we are. Obviously, the Vanishing Verse, though, hitting the Warden would be a lot more valuable, but there's no guarantee that the Velomachus Lorehold doesn't make an appearance first. So Bombardment first. And then we're hoping for a smashing success off the top here into the Bombardment, because then they'd be down to just 4 lands and no treasures. That would be so good. Nice. You'd love to see it. Okay, we've really slowed him down. All right, this is gonna work so well now. Oh, we got the Bombardment with the smashing success under it. This should be game, I hope. They are going to get stuff into the yard here, I'm sure, like a Velomachus or a Warden. And if they did find an Invoke Justice, it's still possible they can make a comeback here. I hope not, though. We took care of one Invoke Justice, so very nice. Let's go. Revitalize, baby. Let's do it. Ah, we're losing audio again. Unfortunate. Keep all their red sources going out. So every turn we get to hit their hand, and every turn we get to hit a land. That's so good. Just wait till we find that second smashing success. Then they're really in trouble. 2 lands a turn. There's really no coming back from this. If they do get a lucky Invoke Justice off the top, though, I'm gonna be really sad. All right, Revitalize it is. Yeah, you're done. Unfortunately, you're done, my friend. Your goose is cooked. Your goose is cooked, unfortunately. We're gonna draw so many cards here. And then Revitalize gains us even more life. That puts us in a very, very good position. And then we invoke Despair. Invoke Despair should pretty much close this out. We get a Revitalize off the top. No on the check for traps. Sure. I should have done that. I'm just taking 1 extra life now for no reason. We know it's in their hand. I just kind of clicked through a little too quickly there. All right, smashing success. They're down to 3 lands. I mean, we're a pure land destruction deck at this point, so that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I mean, look how many cards we're getting here too. This is so wild. And the turn 1, 2, and 3. I didn't need to throw away that burn down the house. We've already won the game. I feel bad enough that they're sticking this through. I appreciate them sticking it through, but this game's over, unfortunately. And we've lost audio almost completely here. Smashing success. All right, there we go. They scooped it up. Audio completely shot. Gonna have to reset the game again. Unfortunate, but good freaking game there. GG. All right, good solid game there. Smashing success actually came through for us. I didn't expect that card to make too much of a splash, but my goodness, did it make a splash in that one. All right, what do we got here? Sure. It's so funny. My wife tries to get me to, like, you know, eat some food on in the mornings before I go to work, but it's so hard because my job, you know, the sooner I get done, the sooner I get home. So I just kind of rush out the door, and I don't usually eat all day until I get home, which is really bad because it's super hot out. But she's making me try this new thing that we haven't done before, and it's basically, it's just oatmeal, but I guess they call it, what do they call it, overnight oats. You put milk or whatever in it, and then you just let it sit in the fridge overnight. Pretty interesting. It's pretty good. She just had me try it just now. It's pretty good. It's just oatmeal, but it's just cold. Okay, well, this is unfortunate. Where the heck are my lands, man? I gotta get rid of that devious cover up too, man. Gosh darn it. Because that devious cover is just gonna hit us and super lame. Super lame. We're up against a control deck. Unbelievable. They say nice, but I can't even find a land. So, I mean, how nice is it really? I don't know, man. I don't know what to do when our opponent's drawing nothing but counter magic. Devious cover is gonna hit us, but it was the more expensive counter spell, which is why I went for that one instead. They both hit my bombardment, so I had to go for the cheaper, more efficient one. All right, let's look to maybe smashing success here and just get it devious covered up, and we'll be good. Actually, looks like they're gonna give us an opportunity here to make a move. Giving us an and we get the bombardment. We might actually make this work, guys. We might actually make this work. We got 4, 5, 6, so we need one more. Well, we don't need another land. It would just be nice to hit a land off the top of our deck when we need it, but all right, let's just pray that they didn't hit a disdainful stroke, right? Please, no disdainful stroke. Oh my lord, they hit it. Oh, thank God. Okay, they didn't hit it. They didn't hit it. Hoo-wee. Are we actually going to be able to pull this off now or no? Azorius control. What sort of enchantment removal effects do they have? They have bounce spells, which would really suck. They have what do they have? I mean, they have some exiling effects, but yeah, there it is. I was just gonna say they have exile effects, but does the march actually hit enchantments? And it does, apparently, so that's good. Nice, and we're one land short of actually being able to cast another one. Unbelievable. Dang it, man. We were in a really good spot there too. We were in a really good spot. All right, revitalize. I mean, hopefully it gets countered. That'd be freaking awesome, but nope, does not get countered. Devious cover up just sitting there. Actually, 1, 2, 3 mana only open right now. They get rid of the cover up. I mean, is this a good chance? Oh man, I mean, we have to send it. I think there's not going to be a whole lot of chances where our opponent's going to be in a position with only that much mana. Okay, it resolved. That's really good. But do they have a second march? Probably. They sure do. They absolutely do. I'd like to hit my land drops, so let's play this now. 1 mana, holding priority. What in the world? I mean, it does get us a lot of cards, right? I mean, let's try it. Let's try it. 1 mana. It's not that scary when you're talking about them running all this counter magic. Okay, beautiful. Another bombardment feels great. The odds of them hitting a counter spell here, very, very high. Shoot, can we actually pull this off, man? I really hope so. I really hope so. They tap out. Oh, I love that. I love that, love that, love that. Okay. Now can the bombardment, though, actually resolve, stick, and not die? Let's find out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's find out. I do have a 2 mana instant speed spell I can cast. Oh. Why? Why do they keep having it, man? I need an Invoke Despair here. Oh, let's go. I need like an onyx. What? They... What? Why would you quit? You just blew up the bombardment for the 3rd time. Why would you quit right there? You just got hit with one more Invoke Despair. Are you afraid of my card advantage that much? We were going to discard these 2 cards. I mean, I really wish I would have known what I got off the top now, because if I would have got another Bombardment, obviously we could win this game. If I got an Onyx, obviously we can win this game, but the odds of hitting one of those 2 cards pretty low, which means that they were in actually a very good position here to start coming back into this game. I don't know why they quit. I don't know. Who knows? That is going to conclude today's gameplay portion of the video. We are going to break the deck down and show you guys just kind of what we have in the deck and what we built this around. But before I do that, I just want to say a huge shout out and thank you to everyone who's made it this far into the video. It does mean a whole lot to me because it helps a lot with the YouTube algorithm and, you know, pushing the videos out to more people. So I appreciate that support so very much. And I'm glad you enjoyed the video enough to stick around. But let's take a look at the deck, man. Today, obviously, wanted to play the Bombardment and pretty simple build around from there. We're just looking for some really good instant and sorcery speed cards, and I thought MARDU would be a really fun one for us because I love MARDU. It's my favorite color scheme of all time, and anytime I could throw Invoke Despair into a Bombardment deck, you know I'm going to do it. We ran this deck before in a Grixis build, but not nearly as fun, I think, as the MARDU version, because the MARDU version offers, I think, a little bit better tools. We started this deck off without having Revitalize in it, but obviously Revitalize, such a fantastic card. If you can gain 3 life every single turn, your turn and your opponent's turn, and you're drawing a card, I mean, this card is just busted. It becomes so much better than what it's worth on its face, you know what I'm saying? So we had to throw those in there. Check for Traps I thought was a great choice. We could have thrown in, you know, like Duress, but I think Check for Traps is better because in the late game when you're trying to discard your opponent's hand, Duress is going to run out of things to target. So Check for Traps never really has you know, targets that it runs out of. And then Cathartic Pyre was no brainer because it's, you know, a good instant speed removal spell, but if you don't need it to be a removal spell, you can obviously just, you know, do what you need to do for the Bombardment, which is find better cards and get it into the graveyard so you can bring it back later. Vanishing Verse, another really great tool because, you know, it's one of the best removal tools we have, and obviously you guys got to see this in the mirror matchup. So very good. And then I liked Predation here as a utility spell because it's not only just a land, but obviously being able to hit our opponent's hand again, kind of like Check for Traps. And then Haggard Mauling, kind of same thing, a little bit of extra removal that we can use later with the Bombardment, but also act as a land as well. And then you guys saw, obviously you need a Big Score. Big Score is a no-brainer here because Big Score is going to allow us to ramp into the Bombardment on turn 5, which is really helpful. And then Smashing Success, man. This card has no business being in here. So by all means, take this card out if you want to. Add in a bit more utility, but I think it's fun. So I put it in the deck. If you guys don't know, that's kind of how this channel works. If I think it's fun, we're going to do it. And we're going to try to make it competitive. But if it hurts the deck a little bit, so be it, if it means we're gonna have some fun. We got 3 Doom Scars, 2 Burn Down the Houses for, you know, obviously some sweeper action, but also the Burn Down the House as an extra little added benefit because later in the game you're, you know, gonna be able to replay it. You know, you can just create these devils over and over again, which is nice. And then we know how good Invoke Despair is. We don't need to talk about that too much, but obviously Professor Onyx 2 playing so well with this deck. If we don't get let's just say all of our bombardments get removed, you know, we have a backup Professor Onyx as a way to kind of come back in the game, or we can use Professor Onyx to find more spells to play with the bombardment. So they kind of go really nice hand in hand. But the deck was awesome, guys. I mean, Bombardment is just such a great card. Not a lot of people are prepared for enchantments unless they're running Invoke Despair themselves most of the time. So thought it was a really great build. Really enjoyed it. I had a few games, obviously one where we got mana flooded a little bit and another one where we probably would have lost had that control player kept going, but most matchups are going to be mostly mid-range to creature builds, and I think this deck plays fairly decently against those types of things because we have really great sweepers and early game removal as well as life gain. So most of the time I think the matchups are going to be pretty favorable for us. But let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any ideas on how to make the deck any better, by all means leave them down below in the comments. And yeah, guys, if as far as tips go on how to make this deck better, pretty simple. Go to instant sorcery spells and just kind of sift through here. And if you guys are seeing a lot of, you know, creatures or whatever, you can kind of take out obviously the Smashing Success and you can fill in with whatever you might need. But if you need more removal, there's some great obviously removal spells that I didn't even explore or check out. But you know, you got things like the March, which is a really great removal tool, and you know, you got a lot of really great options here. You can kind of, again, it's up to you. The world, this type of a deck is one of those things where the world is kind of your oyster. You can kind of go through and just make your decisions based on what you're seeing. I think Hero's Downfall is a great addition if you want to a little bit more removal, so you can kind of curve out a little bit more, because we got a ton of 2 drops, nothing really in the 3 slot, so you can add some 3 slot drops like Hero's Downfall. But again, your choice. This deck is fully, it gives you full creative control, so have fun with it and enjoy it. And that will conclude today's game and breakdown. So actually, I'm gonna go here. Just want to give a huge shout out, as always, to the MARDU mob. I don't know when this video came out, if it's Tuesday or Wednesday, based on how many videos I can get out this week. But just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys back on the next video, which will be either tomorrow or Friday. But in the meantime, thanks again to the MARDU mob. Appreciate each and every one of you for being part of the MARDU mob squad and helping the channel financially. I gotta say thank you so very much, and I do appreciate you so very much. And if you guys don't know, the MARDU mob is the membership program here on the channel, and these people help grow and support the channel in the best of ways. So got to give them a huge appreciation shout out. And if you guys want to learn more about the MARDU mob, you can hit the join button down below or the link in the description. But that will do it for today's video, guys. We'll see you on the next one. And if this is Wednesday, we'll see you on the live stream on Wednesday night. So if you don't have the notifications turned on, I suggest turning them on if you guys want to check that out. And yeah, that'll do it. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Fizzy, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. Where's the upload, man? Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.